Hello everyone, you are on the channel Through the Ages with Max. This video is about the history of the creation of Ford cars. The creation of the Ford brand of automobiles is a story full of ambition, innovation, and determination. It all begins at the beginning of the 20th century, when a young mechanic Henry Ford realized that a car could be made available to the general public. Inspired by the successes of his predecessors, he wanted to create not just a car, but a real car for the people. In 1903, the Ford Motor Company was founded. The first cars produced by the company were simple and reliable means of transportation. One of the first cars was the Ford Model A, which, although not a real hit, was an important step towards Ford's success. However, the real breakthrough came with the release of the Model T in 1908. This car became a symbol of the era due to its availability, ease of operation, and reliability. Ford intuitively understood that in order to make a car affordable, it was necessary to optimize production processes. He introduced conveyor assembly, which significantly reduced the time and costs of production. It is also important to note the quality. Ford paid great attention to materials and technology. Henry Ford believed that price should not be the only criterion. He wanted to create a car that would not only be affordable, but also last a long time. This led to the brand's reputation for reliability, which in turn contributed to its popularity. In 1914, the Ford Motor Company was already producing 308,000 cars, and the Model T became a cultural phenomenon. Not only did it provide transportation, but it also changed the way people lived. With the Ford Model T, people had the opportunity to explore new horizons wherever they went. By the mid-1920s, Ford had become an industry leader. Its cars were widely recognized for their quality and affordability. However, Henry Ford was not going to stop there. He continued to experiment with new models and technologies. In 1932, Ford introduced one of the first mass-produced cars with a V8 engine, which was a breakthrough in the automobile industry. In the 1940s, during World War II, Ford adapted to the new conditions and began producing military equipment, which helped save jobs at the factories. After the war, a new stage of development began. In the 1950s, Ford introduced models such as the Ford Thunderbird and Ford Fairlane, which became a taste of American style and power. With each passing decade, Ford continued to strengthen its position in the market. The brand adapted to changing technology and consumer needs. In 1965, the Mustang was introduced, a model that created a real sensation and cemented Ford's status as a sports car manufacturer. However, with increasing competition and changes in the global economy, Ford faced new challenges in the 70s and 80s. The emergence of Japanese automakers producing reliable and fuel-efficient cars put Ford in a difficult situation. Quality and management problems became visible, and the company had to take serious steps to improve its reputation. The 1980s saw major restructurings aimed at streamlining production and improving quality. Significant changes were made in management and marketing, which allowed the company to return to the market with renewed vigor. In the 1990s and 2000s, Ford continued to expand its range of vehicles and introduce new technologies. The focus on environmental standards and safety became a key aspect of the company's strategy. The Ford Focus model, introduced in 1998, quickly gained popularity due to its modern design and advanced technologies. The transition to the 21st century marked the beginning of a new era for Ford. The company invested heavily in the development of electric vehicles and autonomous technologies, realizing that the future of the automotive industry requires innovative solutions. In the 2010s, Ford announced a number of projects related to electric vehicles, including the Ford Mustang Mach-E and electrified versions of existing models. Today, Ford is more than just a car brand. It is a symbol of American spirit and innovation. It continues to further develop its offerings and apply the latest technology to meet the needs of customers around the world. Every Ford vehicle carries the legacy of Henry Ford and the commitment to excellence he established more than a century ago.